private bank. It deals with wealthy private clients, minimum account balance of $1 million, hides their assets around the world to make sure creditors, ex-wives, police, tax department, and so on can't get them. We revealed their trust structures in the Cayman Islands, the beneficiaries, who set up the trust, how much money was in it, and so on. And they attacked us in the United States.
In the courts?
In the courts. So it's a Swiss Cayman operation using US federal law to try and attack us. They attacked the main registration URL that people are familiar with, wikileaks.org, because one of the companies involved in registering that was based in California. Right. And through the interim injunction, they did take that down for 10 days. Now, of course, we were still publishing on all our other URLs, still publishing successfully out of Sweden, but the thing that people were most familiar with was no longer available. And we then responded with a coalition of 20 lawyers and managed to turn that around. So quite an interesting result. It's not that the US justice system brings justice. It's not that the US justice system is always unjust, but you have to bring justice to the US justice system. And if you have a big enough coalition with enough money, you can force a good verdict out of it. But the initial verdict by the same judge was that we were to be shut down.
It's interesting you mentioned justice there, because I was going to ask you where the idea of WikiLeaks came from, but I mean, having the sense I get from you is that you've been using the technology to mine this information, especially within authority, for quite a long time. But there's really something, there's another element to it. There is an element of justice seeking about WikiLeaks, it seems to me, almost a moral element. I won't go as far as saying as a crusade, but there is a passion about it that's not just simply transparency. There's something else.
No, the goal is justice, the method is transparency. It's important not to confuse the goal and the method. So what I observed by looking at how the press worked and how successful activist campaigns worked is a very cheap and effective way of getting justice was finding information that people were spending effort on concealing and revealing it. Why do people spend effort on things? Well, because they believe it's going to benefit them. So when organizations spend effort to conceal something, they are making a statement